hello. Happy NaNoWriMo Day. I know I am about 12 hours late, but that's okay. The day is not over with yet. And I see we have Miss London in the house. Hello, London. Welcome. And hello, Abigail. It is so nice to have you all here. I wasn't going to come today because when I said it yesterday, well, last night, by 7 o'clock, I'm exhausted, I'm tired, and I would say anything. And I was like, oh, I can't do that. November the 1st, I have to be here whether I'm in the morning or in the evening. So I'm here for our kickoff. I hope you was able to get some words in earlier. I'm an early morning writer, so I will be here. My goal is to be here every day. Maybe not twice a day, but we'll be here every day at 5 a.m. I will be here tomorrow also at 2 p.m. So I'm trying to find a good time that works out for all of us, that I won't be so tired in the evening. Yesterday, oh my gosh, y'all missed it. You need to go catch the replay. Well, me and Ann, we was having our kickoff party, and I was in a costume, and we played this game, Would You Rather. It was so much fun. I had a good time with that. So share with me what you did today, what you're working on for this nano project, this 30 days of 50,000 K. Let's see. Linda says, should I do character bios for my dead characters? They're important, but I'm not sure. I didn't do one. If your deceased character, the plot somehow pushes your story forward, yes, not really, because they dead. What can they do? Their story is over with. You can keep it for your own records, but personally, just have a short backstory, because like in my story, I'm writing a cozy mystery. One of my characters, his name is Everett. He's deceased, but he is the main reason why the murderer is killing people or setting up people to kill, or however. I don't want to give it a spoiler. So I didn't write a character bio for Everett. I just have his name. I just had the relationship he had. He had a close friendship with Chester in my story, and he had a close relationship with Ida Mae Brown and Aunt Ivy. And I wrote how he got killed. Now, this is 10 years before the story, but because of his death, there's a triangle here, without giving it too much. And I didn't write anything else about Everett. I didn't write where he was from, his age, or how he looked, or anything. It's just that how he died and who was involved in that whole triangle right there at that moment. He's not my victim. He don't even have a starring role or anything. He's just the reason why a couple of my characters are acting the way they do. So you have to figure out, okay, what role is this deceased character? If he's dead was always dead, never made a cameo appearance, I wouldn't. If he's the reason why your character's acting a certain way, then you just probably just want to keep that little note about who he was without going through all that detail. I hope that helped a lot. Let's see. Abigail, thank you so much for the stream, because I need words. Well, girl, you're going to get some words done, because we're going to do some every day. And I'm going to have 2 streams. 5 a.m. we are always here in the morning. That's my best writing time. I'm not sure what's y'all best writing time, but I love 5 a.m. Some people say they like 2 p.m. and 6. Well, I did 6 o'clock yesterday, but it wasn't a stream. So I may continue to do the 2 p.m. I'm not sure if that's good with you. Let me know. But I will do 5 a.m. every day, and I'm thinking about adding the second stream maybe every other day. That way I won't get so burnt out, But I will be here every day. Wow. I'm talking fast because I don't want to hold you up too long, but I got some good news to share with you guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't know if y'all ever heard of PB Pitch. Don't ask me what PB Pitch means. I just know that on Twitter, a couple of times throughout the year or the season, they publishers are there, agents are there, or whatever, and they want you to give an elevated pitch of your story in 140 characters on Twitter, and then these are certain hashtags that you use. And mine was POV. I think it's called I don't know, person of color. That was a B, Black Voice Matter. That was DIS, which is a disability. And I think there's children's story. It's so many hashtags to use, but you have to go to the PB Pitch site and see where your story falls in and which hashtag to use. So, make a long story short, last month, I don't know if you remember when I did a virtual painting party with Jen, and I was painting, and I painted a ballerina dancer. I painted 3 of them. And from that painting, I had this idea of a ballerina dreamer for some reason. And then I was looking on Instagram because someone shared this feed with me of this guy. He was dancing and he was burnt. He's been burnt since he was 3 years old, but his smile was contagious. No matter what he looked like, he still lived his best life. He was a young man, I think in his 20s, and he was dancing. You would never imagine anything going on with him. And he shared his story. So I was inspired to write a story about a little ballerina. Well, she wasn't a ballerina. She was a young girl, maybe second grade, my first children's story, based on the image that I drew and this boy I saw on Instagram. And I sat down one Saturday morning and I handwrote the story out called Josie the Ballerina Dreamer. And so Josie is based on my grandmother a little bit and my baby girl. And my grandmother walked with a limp, and my baby girl we just found out, well, one leg is longer than the other, but the doctor don't want to do anything because he figured she would grow into it. Well, anyway, those are the image I had my girl Josie. And Josie was being bullied by kids at school, and because she walked with a limp, but she always wore pants. That was her secret. She always wore pants. She didn't want everybody to know what was really going on with her. And she had a best friend named Maddie, which is my daughter. My middle child I put in there. So let me hurry up and make this story short. So anyway, I wrote a premise, and then I wrote the story out first, all the way out. It was a children's story. It's not much to a children's story. So my writing coach said, well, let's put our pictures out there for PB Pitch, which was on the 29th. I got a publisher that liked my elevated pitch. It was like, wow. And I want to read it to you right quick if I can get to it in time. And that means that they like my pitch. You know how you always pitch that first line? Remember I told y'all in the snowflake method, write 25 words, the premise of your story. And that is what you use when you want to sell your story to people or a publisher or an agent, or when someone asks you what your story is about without giving them too much detail. You tell them that premise, that 25-word sentence I told you to write. Well, this is what I wrote. Josie walks with a limp. Her classmate teases her. She knows having 2 legs is better than 1. But Josie keeps her secret hidden until she dances across the stage wearing her prosthetic leg as the ballerina dreamer in her school program. And they liked it. And I was so excited. So, yeah. So what I have to do now is write a resume because they wanted a lot for submission. This publishing company and they specialize in children with disability and how you encourage them and all kinds of stuff. Even kids that lost parents and grief and maybe have ADHD and things like that. So I have to do a resume. I have to write a business plan for my book, how I want to market it and all this other good stuff. So keep your fingers crossed. There's a big chance that this book will be published and I don't have to worry about illustrating myself, because initially I was going to illustrate it myself. They have editors, they have illustrators, all that good stuff, and hopefully we can see it in the big stores. So yeah, I was really excited. I never thought about being a children's author. It just hit me, that story there, because of that young man that I seen on Instagram. Abigail says she likes writing in the morning. It's best for her. So the time you are doing now is awesome. Okay, cool. We'll be here both of these. Well, I don't know about 6 all the time. Yeah, I'm happy for you. The story song. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Let me give myself a applause. I'm really proud because, girl, I write cozy mysteries and haiku, and then just something just hit me with Josie. So I really hope that comes true. Now, if they don't promote it or want it, once they get it, and see, okay, well, we really can't use this. There's another children's publisher, so I may submit it. But my goal in the end, if none of these agents picks it up, a publishing company, I'm going to self-publish it myself, to give honor to my grandmother because I'm dedicating it to her. So yeah, that was my big news. So I have a mixture of new music and old music. Abigail, you're new to the stream. I usually don't talk this fast, but when I'm tired, I sort of get really wired. My husband said I try to get everything all in at one time, and it's hard for him to keep up. So for NaNo, I did not do any writing this morning, not for my project. I'm going to continue working on my cozy mystery. This will be officially my third draft that I'm writing. Okay, how many stories have you written? This is my first one. I did a haiku book. I think it was last year during Camp NaNo, and it was inspirational guide for new writers or just to help encourage you through the whole 30-day process. And each week I give you an introduction of what to expect during that week. And then each day there's a haiku that you can use as a writing prompt to really get that fire, ignite that muse to get you to write. So that was a part of my meditation each morning too before I wrote. So now it became a book. So it's called Echoes and Whispers, Haiku for NaNo Writers. So I hope you're a big haiku lover. It's on, it's really not on sale, but it's been this price for a long time. It's 99 cents on Amazon and all these other, I think it's on Barnes and Noble, Kobo, and places like that. But there is a link in my description. You can click on it and check it out. Hello, Clara. Thank you for joining us. Happy NaNo. Yes, it is an exciting day. Happy NaNo, and I hope you all was able to get some of your word counts today. And I am ready to get started. Oh, okay. I am going to look you up for your name. I'm going to add mine. I think it's Coffee Cozy. Yeah. So for the whole month of November, okay, we're going to be in a cafe, a virtual cafe. I set my timers around being in a coffee shop because I can't go to Starbucks and I can't hang out with our group here in Houston. So I trying to create that coffee shop vibe and that feel. I do have music playing. A lot of people don't like music, but I do suggest either turn it down real low just to get that ambience feeling that you get if you was at Starbucks or somewhere, or just turn your music down. And I do have the timer going. I like the music personally, so I'll be having the music playing. And our theme for this whole month is, I forgot. I think I said no excuses. There is no excuses, and that's why I'm here today. No excuses. There's no excuses, okay? So there is some time during the day that you can pick up your paper and your pen or your phone or whatever you write on just to get even a sentence would do. So there's no excuses. I also found out when you're thinking about your story, that's just like putting words into your story. So, hey, we have no excuses. So, with all that said and done, let's get ready for a 10-minute writing warm-up. Okay, that completes our 10-minute warm up, and yeah, I really needed that because I was warming up. So, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just head into our next writing sprint. It's gonna be a little longer. We're gonna do a 40-minute because it's the beginning. If that 10-minute just got us warmed up, imagine what we can do in 40 minutes. So, yes, let's do a 40-minute writing sprint. Okay, that completes our 40-minute writing sprint. Wow, that was the first time we did one. So, how many words did you get done during this writing session so far? And what are you working on? Let me see how many words did I get. Oh, I did really good. I was able to write 1,700 words, which is really good. I usually write 500 words in 20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes, so that's not bad. So I'm proud of that. How many words did you get so far? And let's see. I probably will do, let's see, what time is it? I usually like to spend no more than an hour. So if y'all want to continue, we can do two more sprints. Really short sprints. That was a long one. Let's do a 15-minute sprint. So for the time being, just show me how many words you got or what you done. And oh, there we go. We're a little bit slow here. Oh, okay. All right, Abigail. That's really amazing. You deserve that. Oh, wow. You triple deserve that. That is really good. Handwriting. You know, I handwritten my children's story for the first time, actually handwriting, and it felt so good. It made me feel so intimate and close to the story. Now, I don't think I can do that for my cousin mystery. I may one day try. It's just that idea in my head of how long that story would be, and I just can't imagine it. Okay, let's see. London. She got a yep, I sure did. That was really good. I was typing quick and then I had moments where I had to stop. And I did pretty good because I already know my story. Like I said, this is the third draft. And I do my draft probably, I don't know how everybody else do they just go back and just edit. But it's like I rewrite the whole thing. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but it works for me. I write it in a better form than the second one was. So yeah, I have to write the whole thing, because it's like a story and I do all the correction along the way too. So it's different from the first draft. Abigail says she still needs to think about what she's going to write in the next scene because I'm a discovery writer without an outline. That's how I was last year with Nano. I write by the seat of my pants. But I was so discouraged by my first draft. I mean, I was excited at the time when I did Nano last year and I wrote my first draft. I had like 96,000 words. I was so proud of it. But when I went back and looked at it in January, I was discouraged. I was a so-called wannabe perfectionist. I was totally discouraged reading that whole story. And it took months. This was in January, and it took July before I realized that, okay, it's just a first draft. And I was able to take what I wrote from that first draft by writing by the seat of my pants. I saw it in my head. I would dream about my story and now I had to realize, well, I'm molding it, I'm shaping it, and it's better. Believe me, the second time around, I fell in love with my story, even though it changed drastically. But I had some characters in there that came along in my second draft, and I was able to really develop a good plot line with my story. So that helped. Let's see. But you're having fun, which is more important. You got that right. And this is not the main project. My other project is a young adult fantasy historical, and I'm plotting the entire series for her. Oh, that sounds real good. I hadn't heard of the. Wait a minute, a young adult historical together. I hadn't heard of that one before, but that's pretty good. And I'm still new to writing, so this is like my second year really putting everything into Nano. Um, but that's really good. That's super good. What did I miss up here? I'm really proud of you. But I love discovering writing. And this is just your side project for Nano and you handwriting. Girl, I find that really amazing. You give me hope. You really do. Hi, Karen. It's nice having you here. A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. Okay. Is that what you're writing? Something like that? Or reading? Or what? What I'm missing out on it? Okay, let me go back up to the comments. Okay. Okay. I'm just really taken by Abigail. She just really give me hope because, like I said, after I wrote my first children's story last month, and I felt good writing it. I'm thinking, well, maybe I can write my cozy mystery. There's something different about handwriting versus typing. Typing is fast, but I feel like you really can get into your characters if you handwrite. That's just me personally. I wonder if you're feeling the same thing. And that was just my experience from a children's story, which is really, really short. I think it's about maybe 1,200 words at the most. So it could be a big difference. So anyway, I'm so proud of you all. I'm so glad I'm here with you all, and this is motivating. And otherwise, I would have probably been in bed by now and just missed out on the whole day. So that's not good. How many years have you participated? Actually, I've been participating in NaNo since 2014, but I never truly took it as serious as I'm taking it now. I've been like a closet writer. I write, but I will never share my story with anyone. I love how me and my friends, I met my best friend, actually, Ian Harrison. She's a writer, inspirational writer. I met her through NaNo, and we've been friends ever since. And we never seen each other, but we talk as though we've been knowing each other forever. And but I would write my stories, and that's it. I just love the participation of it, and I would even go to the write-ins that we would have here in Houston, the regional write-ins, but I would never share my story in it. And I never truly knew what I wanted to write either because I found myself always trying to write for everybody else. And then I went through a moment about a year ago where I was like, I'm lost. I don't know what to do. So I asked people on Twitter in the writing community some advice. And they said, you have to realize what it was that initially got you interested in writing. So I read a bunch of genres and stuff like that. I'm a latent writer. I used to hate reading and writing, but now I embrace the two. And I developed a love for cozy mystery. So, and haiku. So I consider myself a true nano. I don't know if it's a such thing. In 2018, when I decided to share my words with everybody else, and I self-published the Echoes and Whisper, and it's good. It's not just something I slapped together without doing the research and without getting the edits and all that other good stuff. So it's really quality to me. And with my cozy mystery, my biggest investment is saving for an editor because I want to self publish that. I love just that ownership of going through the whole process of self publishing that. So, yeah, I'm an old veteran with NaNo, but I consider myself more of a serious writer than I was when I first started. Let's see, London. Does it matter what age? Doesn't matter what age you're writing your UA. I always call it UA, young adult novel. I am 11 because I'm 11 and writing a young adult. Let me see that again. Me and this stuff. And I'm scared if I wait till I'm 13. Don't tell anybody that, especially not in NaNo. But that's really good. I looked at I don't know if y'all watched the NaNo write-in today, the official NaNo write-in, and they had a lady there. I think she was really young when she started writing, if I'm not sure. But yeah, it matters. Don't tell them your age, but continue to write. You know, you 11 years old. Oh my God, imagine what you can do. Don't wait. Don't wait. There's ways around it, and I shouldn't be telling you the bad stuff, but the good stuff is you're 11 and you're writing, and that's something to be proud of. I wish that was my daughter telling me, hey, mama, I'm going to write. I'm going to do NaNo and I'm going to write. Keep writing, and you can probably be one of the youngest published author out there. You never know. Your story is just as good as someone if they was 50 years old writing a story. So yeah, I'm really proud of you. You deserve an applause. Keep that age to ourselves until, but continue to write. That's my advice. Don't stop. Don't let nothing stop you from writing. Because I do think there is a age restriction on a NaNo. And I'm not sure about the young writers program. But yeah, keep writing. Keep writing. Keep writing. Okay, I've said most of the times I type my story, so this is a bit different from what I usually do. Oh, okay. So you're just switching up a little bit. So which one do you like the best? You like handwriting or typing, or it doesn't matter? Share with me. Okay. That's awesome. I found a really good friend through NaNo too, and I have never seen her before, but we chat all the time and write together. Oh my gosh, those are some of the best friends you can ever meet in your whole life. I joined WWJ's Writing Warriors boot camp. We are a group, Writing Warriors for Jesus actually. It's a writing boot camp we do every Saturday morning, and everyone is so amazing. You will swear we've been knowing each other forever. And Ann is in our group too, and it just makes it so much pleasurable. And it was because of Jen, who is on my featured channel, is the reason why I decided to break out of my shyness. She is the reason why I decided to get online, and she's the reason why I'm on YouTube, and the reason why I was able to pitch my story on Twitter, because otherwise they will stay hidden on my computer somewhere. So, and I just met them through online, and geez, we meet some of the best people online, to be honest with you. So yeah, if you can find a good writing buddy, you will go a long ways. Having someone there just to encourage you, because sometimes even in your own environment, you may not find anyone that truly understands how us writers think. My husband will say, y'all crazy. Yeah, we crazy. We embrace that. That's our imagination. I always tell him he don't have an imagination. So, yeah. So you like typing better because it manually counts your word. Yeah. Oh, why did you remind me of that? Oh, so that's why I don't want to handwrite. But you know what I discovered when I was handwriting Josie, the ballerina dreamer, I edit during the typing process, so that helped. But man, if you're gonna write 50,000 K and then you have to go back and figure out those word counts, that's a lot. That's a lot, but it can be done. That's a lot. And yes, writing friends are definitely the best. That's why AuthorTube is amazing. And I just learned about AuthorTube. It's the whole everything about writing. I just love this journey. And I'll tell everybody, it's your attitude. Writing is a struggle. And sometimes it can be really, really, really hard. But you got to change that into something positive and then make it so worthwhile. It's just like when I wrote that first draft, I was so excited initially, but when I went back months later to read it, I was discouraged. I was disappointed. I didn't want to claim it. But listening to my writing friends, my writing buddies, watching some AuthorTubes, it's the process. That's a part of the process. And you have to embrace that, because you can always look back and see where you started to where you at now. And it's like, well, I'm really excited about my story now. I'm extremely excited. Linda said, good job. Oh my gosh, I got 60. Woo, let me give myself an applause. That's one of my goals. I know how it is to be out there, in the world and got a story you want to tell. And I'm a retired nurse. I never thought I would be writing, and I just discovered this after I retired when a friend told me about NaNo. So I participated in NaNo, and I've been excited ever since. And I have had some friends that had some really bad experience, with the publishing. Sometimes we get so excited, we want to grab the first deal that we see and we get taken advantage of. And sometimes you might have some friends or people that you thought was your friend and they succeeded, but they don't want no one to outdo them. And I always said, I don't want to be like that. And I met someone who is further along in this industry than I am. And they gave me a lot of good advice, some stuff that you really couldn't find if you Google. And I was like, oh my gosh, I want to be just like that. I want to be able to share with other people. I don't know all the answers, but I'm willing to look and I'm willing to learn and I'm open and receptive. I want to help anybody out too, because I know it can be a struggle. And their motto was to pay it forward. So my deal is I'm going to pay it forward. So that's one of the reasons why I'm here with my author tube. I guess that's what it is now, is to give people a platform, give writers a platform, whether you new or just getting into it or you've been into it, for a long time, and to pay it forward. We all can get some golden nuggets from each other. That's why I'm here. Oh, let's see. London, what are you working on for NaNo? And she is doing a YA mystery. And that is such a popular genre. I know a lot of people are writing young adult fantasies. I think I want to read some. I've been so limited in certain genres and stuff like that. And a lot of people will say, well, read within your genre, which will help your craft and help you with inspiration. And my advice is read outside your genre. You can read your genre, you need to, but reading outside of your genre also will help you get inspiration. And you might discover something you like. So, yeah, I'm so proud of you, London. You keep up the good work. Yeah, I had this novel idea since 2019 and don't stop. You're going to see this all the way through. So I'm really proud of you. Okay, we're going to wrap everything up. We're going to do we're going to do I still have it? Hold on. 7-minute wrap up. But I will be back tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. Central Time and tomorrow evening at 2 o'clock Central Time. So let's try to wrap everything up. Take a break. And that's one thing I told everybody yesterday in our stream. We as writer, we push and we push and we push, especially during the month of November. I remember we used to do that. We will write nonstop, neglect everything around us. But I've changed that now. Never neglect you. Self-care is number one during the month of November. And I'm at the place, even though you want to get that 50,000 word count, I reached that at that one point. It's like, just get your story out. Take your time, get your story out. Don't stress because it can be stressful. And it's usually the second week people drop out. You don't have to drop out because it's not a competition. It's just to get your story out. So if you try to remember your purpose and the reason why you're writing your story, as we call it, our whys, it will be extremely fun. And to hang out with other writers to keep you encouraged and motivated during this time. But take care of yourself first, meaning don't overwrite, don't overwork, don't overthink. Take your break when needed. Like I need to go to bed after a while. So let's do a 7-minute wrap up. Okay, that completes our writing today. I hope you were productive and was able to get your story out, at least started, and get some word counts in. This is the beginning. We have 30 days to write. This was only day one. We'll be back tomorrow. I want you to get some rest. Don't stress. And let's see. Did y'all do good? Let's see what you got. This live writing really helped me get some word. I have 2,000. Oh, that is really amazing. Oh my gosh, you got my word count. That's usually my goal in the morning. I have worked myself up over the years to 2,000 words a day. So I didn't do that quite this time around, but that's okay. I'm good with that. I know where my story going. We always have tomorrow and the next day and the next day. So I want to thank you all for joining me. Let's see if this will play. Thank you all for joining me. And like I said, I will be back tomorrow. Oh, Abigail got 115. That's really good. That's really good. You got some fast hands over there. So anyway, y'all have a wonderful night. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining me. And I hope those that's not here, be sure to enjoy the recap. Give me a like, thumbs up, and subscribe. And again, happy writing. I'll see you tomorrow. You wrote 5 pages today, girl. I don't even have an applause that will even elevate that even higher. Let's see. We got some good stuff. That's really good. You're going to have me trying to handwrite. I want to give me a notebook and just do it. It really sounds good. I'm not going to kid you. So anyway, y'all have a wonderful night. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the morning. Happy writing.